Turner from cookingwithkimberly.com, and tonight I'm going to show you how to steam ginger and lemongrass mussels. It is New Year's Eve here today, and we always do seafood at our house on New Year's. I don't know what your tradition is, but that's when we really celebrate seafood at its best. So we have some beautiful organic live PEI mushrooms. They are exquisite, the whole bag. And I've already scrubbed them. They came debearded, so that was a really handy thing. It was a lot less work that I had to do tonight on New Year's. So on my stovetop, I have a large frying pan that has a lid, okay? You want to make sure it has a lid. I'm going to start off by adding a few heaping tablespoons of coconut oil to the pan. We're on a medium heat. I'm also adding a tablespoon of butter just because seafood and butter, I mean, they're a match made in heaven. The coconut oil will help raise the smoke point of the butter, and that's kind of handy for us tonight. I have about a handful of mushrooms, maybe 6. Use whatever kind you like. If you have shiitakes, that would be a perfect addition to this. I just have some creminis tonight, but they're beautiful and fresh, nice and firm. Slice them up. I'm going to throw them in there and just soften them into the pan that goes. Medium-low heat. Let's keep it at. I have a bay leaf and 2 of my own citrus leaves from my own trees. I'm just going to rip those up, shred that, in big enough pieces that you know it's a leaf that you're not necessarily going to eat, but it's going to give a lot of fragrance and flavor. In that goes. Also, I have my own lemongrass plant, and I've done well to keep it alive through after summer and into winter here. And I'm just going to chop that into longer strands, but big enough that you know you can just pick them out. If you're buying lemongrass from the store, make sure that you are bruising the base of it, the back of your knife. That's a good way to release the flavor, but these leaves release their flavor really well. So fragrant. Lemongrass is so beautiful with all different kinds of foods, especially with meat. It's fabulous with beef. It's great with chicken, great with pork, superb with pork, and fabulous with seafood. I have some chili flakes. They're going in, maybe a teaspoon. And I freshly cracked some black pepper. In that goes a good teaspoon. Now I'm going to freshly grate some ginger. If you want to use dried ground, you can, but this recipe would do much better with the fresh. And I'm using a larger grate, not that fine grate. I'm using the grate that you would use for mozzarella cheese on pizza. I like it big and chunky and more bold that way. I'm looking for a couple tablespoons of this. And I don't mind if the skin is in it either. The skin is full of nutrients and flavor. If you want to have fresh baguette to serve alongside this meal, that's a great way to do it because you're going to have a lot of tasty juices that you're going to want to sop up. So you could heat that baguette now as well. Mussels, they're a beautiful thing. They're fabulous for when you're entertaining because they don't take very long. They're very fancy and kind of elegant. They are a bold move on your plate, on your table. They're fantastic to bring to the table all steaming and open with those beautiful shells. Also, they're probably the most inexpensive of the seafoods, and you can really get a good bang for your buck. This is fabulous for a Friday night when you're looking to do a Fish Friday. Into my pan goes my ginger. Let's layer up these flavors. So if your household likes onion and garlic, please feel free to add it right now. Now's the time. I would add maybe half of an onion, and I would add maybe 1 to 2 cloves of garlic. If not, like our household, everybody doesn't eat that, but don't add it. Okay? Once your household smells amazing, like mine, and your mushrooms are softened, and you have all these beautiful flavors going in your pan, I'm going to add a good, I don't know, half a cup of chicken stock. Eyeball that. And I'm going to add about half a cup of white wine. If you wanted to add a coconut rum, that would be delicious. If you wanted to add a lychee liqueur, that's a nice addition as well. You could also add vodka to this. You could even add sake to this. There's a number of different ways you can go about this for the liquid. You don't have to add any alcohol for that matter. You could just add broth, or you could just add a little bit of water and steam things up. No worries. Combine these flavors, stir that through. Let that reduce just a little bit before we add our gorgeous mussels. You only need a little bit of liquid to steam these guys open. Also, let me prelude this to, if you have any cracked shells, broken or cracked shells, do not use those, okay? There could be something wrong with that shellfish and make you very, very sick, or whoever you're serving. Discard those completely. You don't want them at all right? Okay, have a couple limes on hand. What I've done is I've zested 2 of them. In that goes. This is right before you're going to put your mussels in. I'm going to squeeze some of the lime juice in there of 1 lime, and I'm actually going to add the peel to that because this is only going to take a few minutes. It doesn't have enough time to get bitter in there. If you leave limes or citrus peels in there for too long, they have a tendency to become bitter. In that goes. Stir it up. All right, moment of truth. In go the mussels. Cover them immediately. Shake them around in there. You're going to let this go until your mussels have opened. This is going to take probably 5 minutes or so, okay? You're going to see them opening. If you have any mussel shells that don't open, try letting it go another minute or 2, seeing if they open. If they don't open, discard those as well. Those, something might be wrong with them, or they might have been dead before you put them in there, and that's not what you want, okay? I'm also going to finely mince some cilantro, nice big handful of fresh cilantro. That's going to be sprinkled on top at the very end. I'm going to be serving this family style tonight in a very large bowl. And slice some fresh lime to serve your mussels with. They're already starting to open up for me. These are done. Do not overcook them. As soon as they open, they're done. Look at that. They're gorgeous. It smells amazing in here. Wow, look at these lovely, lovely babies. Also, they have contributed part of their liqueur, their water that was in them, into this sauce that's going to be outstanding. All right, into your family style server, whatever you're using. You could even use a soup tureen with a lid. Get all those mushrooms and the ginger on top. You want all of those flavors to fall inside of those shells, the mushrooms and the ginger and all those spices. Every single one of my mussels open tonight. That's fantastic. I'm going to squirt 1 more lime on top, fresh. I love citrus. If you wanted to use lemon, feel free. I just like lime with lemongrass. This is just one of the courses that I'm serving tonight. We've already done a beautiful escargot with a brandy cream sauce, which went over really well. It was delightful. We're also going to do a prosciutto wrapped shrimp skewers. They're grilled. And we are doing a boiled lobster in court bouillon, and that's going to be fantastic as well. All right. Look at these gorgeous steaming mussels, ginger and lemongrass PEI mussels. They're amazing. They're going to be so delicious. And now I'm going to get myself a little bowl here, but I want to get these out to everybody at the table quickly while they're nice and hot. Let me grab a couple to get started and show you, and some of that beautiful liqueur that's in here. Yum. On a table it goes. So squirt the lime on top, extra lime if you want, and I always want extra lime. All right, there you go. Let me show you. So just take your cocktail fork or a regular fork and just pull them right out. Yum. Mmm. Mmm. Full of flavor. Very citrusy. That lemongrass is delightful in there. They're tender. They're full of citrus flavor. They're a little bit spicy from the ginger. They are delightful. And you can scoop your liquid in the shells and eat it that way. Nice. What do you guys think?
Fantastic, Kim.
You like that?
Mm-hmm. So lemony.
Yum. That's a beautiful, quick, and easy recipe for such a lovely holiday as New Year's Eve, right? Beautiful on the table too. Follow me on Twitter at Cooking with Kim E with a capital E. Like the fan page at facebook.com/cookingwithkimberly. Check out my instagram.com/webchefofalltrades. You can find my shows online on youtube.com/cookingwithkimberly and come to my website at cookingwithkimberly.com. Interact with us and subscribe. Let us know what's going on in your culinary world, all right? Be a champion in your kitchen and eat deliciously.